You have just got your PT scorecard. You open your scorecard, look at the scores, and you're confused. I did everything good in listening. Where did I actually lose points? My reading was excellent. Why I have lost points? This is the confusion I see a lot of students do have whenever they take the PT test. According to them, everything is perfect, but when we look at the scorecard, it tells us a different story. In this video, I am going to go deep and I'm going to tell you how you have to diagnose your scorecard. Why diagnose? Because we are going to go in depth and I'll tell you how you have to figure out where you went wrong, what you need to work on, and where you have actually lost points. Because students, they just see, I've lost points in writing, let's focus on essay. No, that's not the real story. Along with the scorecard, Pearson will also give you a skills profile, which we have to understand how we have to use it to figure out what mistakes we have made and what are the things you need to focus on for your next test. So let's get started with the video. Alright guys, if you're new here, consider subscribing because we post a lot of strategy and tutorial videos on this channel, and if you're preparing for PT, this is definitely going to be super helpful. My only motive, my only goal is to make sure you guys don't waste your time and money and get your desired scores in the very first go. If you want to practice PT, you want to take mock tests, you can go on languageacademy.com.au or download the LAPT exam practice app, which we have recently updated, and now it is actually close to what happened in the actual PT test. Will give you a clear idea of what are the things you need to take care of, what scores you're likely to get, and what are the things you need to avoid in the test. Now, what I'll be doing is I'll be sharing my screen and we'll go through each and everything together. I'll request you to take notes so that you don't have to watch the video again and again, and you are able to figure out your mistakes and you achieve your desired scores. Alright, this is how your skills profile looks like. You have got around 8 different categories and each category will tell you a different story. The first one is open response speaking and writing. Let's start from here. First of all, which question types are included, or which question types contribute towards open response speaking and writing? Speaking describe image, speaking read a lecture, speaking summarize group discussion, and speaking respond to situation. Then writing summarize written text, writing essay, and listening summarize spoken text. What does it tells you? It tells you that can you create original responses in your own words? Means can you actually reproduce something in your own words? If this bar is low, you need to understand that your content in extended speaking task is weak. You are either using templates or you're missing key points or giving off-topic response, which you need to work on. If this particular bar is low, you have to work on all the 7 question types. 5 to 6 describe images, 2 to 3 read a lecture, 2 to 3 summarize group discussion, same for respond to situation, 2 summarize written text, 1 essay, and you need to make sure you practice 1 to 2 summarize spoken text as well. Next one is reproducing spoken and written language. There are only 3 question types in here: read aloud, repeat sentence, and write from dictation. What does this tells you? That can you actually repeat or write down what you have just heard or read? If this bar is low, means either you're missing out words in repeat sentence, you're not speaking clearly in read aloud, or your spellings are incorrect, or you're missing words in write from dictation. If this is low, you have to practice all the 3 questions. Read aloud, repeat sentence, and write from dictation, and aim for 90% accuracy over here. Next, we have got extended writing. Now, this is just an overview. Towards the end, once I explain you 8 different categories, I'll tell you how you have to combine 2 different categories to even narrow down the question types you have gone wrong, right? Extended writing is summarize written text from writing, essay writing from writing, obviously, and listening summarize spoken text. What does this particular category tells you? That can you write longer, well-structured responses? If this is low, there are issues with your grammar, with your essay structure, spelling errors, or word count, means format problem as well. Remember, summarized written text should be just 1 sentence, essay should not exceed 300 words, should be minimum 200 words, and summarized spoken text in PTE Academic should be 50 to 70 words. If this is low, you have to practice all the 3 question types: summarize written text, essay, and summarize spoken text. Next is short writing. This is only write from dictation. What does this tells you? How well you have performed in write from dictation. If this is low, you need to make sure you work on write from dictation. Make sure you are careful with your spelling mistakes. You write all the words properly. On top of that, you take care of capitalization as well. If there's a proper noun or the first alphabet of the first word you have to capitalize. Alright. Now I'll tell you one more thing. Short writing and reproducing spoken and written language. Let's say your short writing is full, which means your write from dictation is good, but your reproducing spoken and written language is low. Reproducing spoken and written language includes read aloud, repeat sentence, and your write from dictation. Because your short writing is full, means your write from dictation is perfect, but your reproducing spoken and written language is low. That means you are losing a lot of points in read aloud and repeat sentence. So this is how you combine two different categories to figure out what actually went wrong. Very important. Next is extended speaking. Extended speaking, 4 question types where you have to make a response by yourself. You have to give a long response, describe image, retell lecture, summarize group discussion, and respond to situation. This tells you that can you speak lengthy responses with good content and fluency. If this is low, you're either not covering enough content, or there are too many hesitations or self corrections, or you're using a template which is either flagged and got you a 0 score. If this is low, you have to practice all these 4 question types, extremely important. They're going to contribute a lot towards your speaking module. Describe image, retell lecture, summarize group discussion, and your respond to situation. Further, I'll tell you how you have to figure out that whether respond to situation was an issue or describe image was an issue. You can figure that out as well. Next is short speaking. Read aloud and repeat sentence. Only read aloud and repeat sentence. This tells you can you speak your read alouds and repeat sentence accurately and smoothly. If this is low, that refers to pronunciation mistakes in read aloud and repeat sentence. If this is low, you have to practice around 10 to 15 read alouds and 20 to 25 repeat sentences every day. Next, multiple skills comprehension. This is what is going to help you. This includes question types which will give you points in more than one module, like repeat sentence, retell lecture, summarize group discussion. These will give you points in speaking and listening. Then summarize written text, summarize spoken text will give you points in 2 modules. So this includes repeat sentence, retell lecture, summarize group discussion, written text, summarize spoken text, highlight correct summary, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. What it tells you, can you understand what you hear or read and respond to it, obviously. If this is low, means you're missing key information in your speech or in your written text. If this is low, you have to work on all these question types. But let's say if your multiple skills are low, but your extended speaking is high. Extended speaking is describe image, retell lecture, respond to situation, summarize group discussion. If extended speaking is full, right, but multiple skills are low, that means these 4 question types are good. Then you have to work on summarize written text, spoken text, write from dictation, right? But let's say if your short writing is full as well, that means your write from dictation is good. So write from dictation is off. That means you are either going wrong in summarize written text, spoken text, highlight correct summary, or highlight incorrect words. So this is how you can use different parameters to narrow down which question types you have gone wrong with. Next is single skill comprehension. This includes question type which will give you points in one module and includes answer short questions, respond to situation, reading drop down fill in the blanks, MCQs, reorder paragraph, drag and drop fill in the blanks, listening fill in the blanks, and select missing words. This tells you that can you understand and pick the right answer, means can you read or listen and figure out the right answer. If this is low, most probably you're going wrong with both the reading fill in the blanks because they contribute a lot towards this particular bar. Alright. If this is low, you have to work primarily on both the reading fill in the blanks and reorders, then a bit on listening fill in the blanks. MCQs are not really important, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright. Now, how you have to compare 2 bars to figure out what actually went wrong. Now, you have to figure out why you lost points in speaking. Let's go this way. If you have to figure out why you went wrong or where you went wrong in speaking, look at your extended speaking. If that is low, but short speaking is high, means your read aloud, repeat sentence is fine. You are going wrong with describe image, retell lecture, summarize group discussion, or respond to situation. If extended is high, but short speaking is low, that means you have to just work on read aloud and repeat sentence. Next, if both are low, means you have to work on all the question types. How you have to figure out that your writing score is low and where you have lost points. Writing, you'll get points from 4 different question types: writing essay, summarize written text, write from dictation, and summarize spoken text. If your short writing is high but extended writing is low, means you have gone wrong with your summarize written text, essay, and summarize spoken text, but your write from dictation is perfect. But let's say if your extended writing is high but short writing is low, means you have to just work on your write from dictation. If both are low, you have to work on all the 4 different question types. Make sure you pause the video, look at everything on the screen. Everything will help you understand things better. Now, this is an important one. This includes read aloud, repeat sentence, and write from dictation. If this is low but your short writing is high, means you are going wrong with your read aloud and repeat sentence. If short speaking is high but reproducing spoken and written language is low, means your read aloud repeat sentence are good but you need to work on your write from dictation. If both are low, short writing and short speaking, means you have to work on read aloud, repeat sentence, and write from dictation. If open response speaking and writing is low, that includes 4 different question types from speaking, which are describe image, read a lecture, summarize group discussion, and respond to situation. And then 3 from writing, which are summarize written text, essay, and summarize spoken text. Then you have to look at extended speaking. If open response speaking and writing is low but extended speaking is high, means your speaking questions are good but you have to work on writing, which is summarize written text, summarize spoken text, and essay. If extended writing is good but open response speaking and writing is low, that means your 3 question types, summarize spoken text, written text, and essay, are good, but you have to work on 4 question types from speaking, which are describe image, read a lecture, summarize group discussion, and respond to situation. If both are low, then you have to work on all the different 7 question types. Now, how you have to narrow down your extended speaking to figure out whether respond to situation is an issue, or describe image is an issue, or summarize group discussion is an issue. If your multiple skills comprehension is high, which includes read a lecture and summarize group discussion, but your extended speaking is low, which includes describe image, read a lecture, summarize group discussion, and respond to situation. Now, because our multiple skills are high, our read a lecture and summarize group discussion are perfect. So the problem is either describe image or respond to situation. So you just focus on those 2 question types. Similarly, I've told you that you can look at your short speaking. If that's high but extended speaking is low, means you're making mistake in your describe image, read a lecture, summarize group discussion, respond to situation. Then you can look at multiple skills comprehension. If that's high, means your read a lecture and summarize group discussion is good. You have to just work on your describe image and answer short question. Now remember, describe image gives you around 31% of your speaking scores, and if you work on this, you can save a lot of your time and get your desired scores as well. Now these were few of the tools or tricks or strategies or hacks which you can use to figure out what actually went wrong. Alright, my extended speaking is high but speaking is low, means I've lost points in read aloud and repeat sentence. My multiple skills are high but extended speaking is low, means I've done well in read a lecture and summarize group discussion but not in describe image and respond to situation. My short writing is low, where I've lost points, write from dictation. This is what you need to use. This is how you diagnose your scorecard and your skills profile and get to know where you have lost points. Now, a few questions which I get a number of times from a lot of students. My listening section went fine but my listening score is low. Why? Because more than 50% of your listening score is from speaking. Your listening section is fine. Check your extended speaking, short speaking, and short writing. 50% of your listening scores is from your speaking question type. If these bars are low, your listening was already down before you reach the listening module. Let's say your extended speaking is low, means you did not go well with your read a lecture and summarize group discussion. That's going to give you a lot of points in listening. So you work on your read a lecture and summarize group discussion. If your short speaking is low, repeat sentence can be an issue. That's where you work on. Your short writing is low. You work on your write from dictation. That is going to boost your listening scores. Next, I answered or I did well in the reading module. My reading score is low. You need to check your extended writing and single skills comprehension. Why? Extended writing will tell you how you did in summarize written text, because that's going to give you around 23% of your reading scores. Also, there are 3 common misunderstandings. First of all, students think that my overall score should be the average of my listening, reading, writing, and speaking. That's not the case. Overall score is calculated taking different factors into account, and it's not the average of your 4 modules, so keep that in mind. All right, if my overall score is 90, my skills must be 90. No, that's not really the case. Let's say you go wrong with your MCQ single and multiple answers. That's not going to impact your overall score much, but that will bring down your single skill comprehension bar. Skill profile is not 100% relevant with what scores you get, but it gives you a clear idea where you went wrong, right? So it's a good indication, but you can't just blindly follow it. And the last one is, if you get all the skills profile full, that means I'll score 90. In most of the cases, yes, but sometimes you might have full scores in skill profile but still get a low score. The scoring is bit weird or complicated. I can explain it, but I have to go too much into the explanation. That will just confuse you. The only honest advice which I'll give you right now, whatever I've told you, that yes, this particular category impacts these question types, have a look at your scorecard, see where you've gone wrong, narrow down the question types you need to work on the same, practice as much as you can, take the mock test, and that's how you'll be able to achieve your desired scores. I think that's it from this video. I have given you whatever information you need to analyze your scorecard and figure out where you went wrong. If you still need any help, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to cover each and everything. I'll try to reply to each and every question you have so that you don't waste your time and money and get your desired scores in the very first go. If you need any help with online or on-campus classes, we do provide on-campus classes on these locations, and online classes. We have got 13 sessions running a day according to different time zones for our students in Canada, for our students in India, Australia, Nepal, anywhere we have got you covered. Just send us a message, give us a call, or visit our website, fill in the form. Our team will be with you and we will give 100% to help you out, like we have helped more than 50,000 students till date. That's it. Now you can go and practice on languageacademy.com.au or download the LAPT exam practice app, where you'll get one free full scored mock test. You'll be given tutor feedback analysis, in-depth feedback and analysis, that where you lost points, what you need to work on, and what are the things you need to take care of. That's it from this video. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, do like, share, and subscribe. Go and practice, and I'll see you in the next video.